Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. Last time we rescued Lani, got her out of the dock, the secret dock, after traversing Sector 5 or District 5, and Yamai offered us a way to get her out of the country, to take a tugboat out to the Japanese Coast Guard, who would fly her home, theoretically.
Hey.
Good morning, Bianca. How are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. All right, so Kasuga talking with Yamai here. I've been wondering all this time, you're kind of fixated on Kiryu-san, aren't you? It confused me at first, since you don't seem to care about hierarchy or legend or whatever. Human nature to covet what others have that we don't. Don't tell me you're just jealous of his pecs or something. That's not what I fucking meant. First chance I had, I ran away from my problems. He always ran headlong into his. I guess that's all I'm gonna get from you, huh? Oh well. Maybe you'll tell me more someday. Yeah, maybe. Alright, so we need to head to the bar and rest up for our trip. Let's do that. You're good? Your fingers alright? Your hands alright from your dog attack or whatever? By the way, the fact that you have a dog that is a biter, like, it really is not a great deal. Like, you should maybe consider either getting him into training or... Like, it's one thing if he bites you, that's pretty bad, but what if he bites someone else? Like, a muzzle might really be the answer here. Or some kind of training or something. Because that's dangerous. He only bites you and is 11? I don't know about that. Like, your dog... If your dog is a biter, the fact that he only bites you is a for now thing. Like, he could... Like, what if it bit a child? Like, that could be really, really bad. Also, animal bites are... Pretty dangerous. Like, a dog's mouth is clean, but still. It's worrisome, I must tell you. Alright, what am I doing? I'm going upstairs, I think, to sleep? Here we go. Alright, let's rest up. Well, the fact that you can't control your dog is pretty dangerous. Cosmic, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you again. I don't know what you mean by the single word birthday. Is it your birthday? Happy birthday, if so.
Drinks later.
We are nearing the end of this game. So let's push through. Oh, congratulations. Omedetou gozaimasu. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? Alright, here's Yamai's tugboat. Along with Akane and Lani.
Bryce will know something.
18, congrats. That's a nice number. That's a good one. Happy birthday.
Boss, be careful out there. We'll be praying for your safe return.
Keep your goddamn voices down. Die before I'm back.
Boss, good luck. Boss.
Ichiban, I wish you well.
Tomi?
Are you serious? Why aren't you in the boat?
Because this is my home. What am I doing going to Japan?
Wait, isn't your father Japanese? You never wanted to see the homeland?
I think about it sometimes, maybe, but it's still a foreign country.
Don't think about
Thanks,
that
Cosmic.
right now, okay? It's dangerous. We need you with us.
Last second jump, or is he really leaving the party? I don't want to fight with Jungi Han.
Damn it! Stop thinking about things, Tomi!
Oh, okay. If you guys really insist...
Yeah, last second jump. Here we go. I thought he was going to fall in the water for sure.
It's obvious you just wanted to make us beg, you know.
Admit it. The nervous homebody act is pretty cute.
I'll stuff you in a suitcase next time.
All right, off they go. Are they really traveling to Japan? Like, are we gonna get the entire team in Japan together? I thought it like bounced back and forth.
We're pretty far out here.
Yeah, that's the idea. Hopefully we can reach the Japan Coast Guard unseen.
I'd hold that thought. Cavalry's coming.
Boat fight.
Dwight.
Stubborn bastard.
Hit the brakes.
You stay inside. Yamai, look after them.
Better make it quick. We shouldn't linger. These are feeding grounds.
Feeding grounds?
My advice, stay clear of the water.
I don't follow, but okay.
He's talking about sharks, or given this game, maybe like a kraken, a giant tentacle, squid, something. Who knows?
You weren't planning on leaving, were you? Not even a goodbye, Kasuga?
Far as I'm concerned, you and I already said our goodbyes, and then some.
Dwight, you dick. Where do you get off showing up here? Need I remind you, I've still got you a little glamour shot.
Tomizawa. That was it, huh? You folks don't understand loose ends. A real man never leaves things hanging.
I should have stuck that machete into your heart.
Hawaii might have thanked you. Ever since I came here, I've taken everything by force and never left nothing half done.
Real impressive. Sounds like we need to teach you how to tell when it's time to quit.
You couldn't teach me shit on your best day.
I've already kicked your ass twice, dude. What are you talking about?
Man, I still got.
Amazing.
Shark?
Don't tell me. The feeding grounds?
Look around. More coming.
No way.
Interesting turn of events, I'd say.
You're gonna get eaten by a shark, dude.
Guess you fucks are gonna be chum twice over. Barracuda and shark feed both.
What an idiot. All right, this should be an interesting fight.
He still wants to go? Give it a rest, dude.
How many of these guys can I hit?
If they get
And that hits quite a few.
that'll be it.
Oh, shit!
Hit a couple there.
Jump the board.
Watch it, Tommy. Don't get too close.
All right. I think we want like a giga swing here. Those guys are weak. If we hit Dwight, we can hit a bunch of these guys. Yeah, there we go. Nice. He's all alone now. All right, so we want to lower his defense or increase our attack. One of the two. What do we have here? Hyper shout. Yeah, let's do a hyper shout if we can get everybody. Can't get Adachi, it looks like, unfortunately. All right, let's get these two. Or I can't get Kasuga, but we can get Chitose and Adachi.
All right, let's do it.
All right, I'd love to put a status effect on you. We have Glory Awaits, attack and critical chance. Let's do that.
For glory!
I can
All right, and then Chitose, what do you have for buffing us? Nothing, huh? Okay. So we want to do something to mess him up. Deluge of Stars, I guess? Buff her agility. And it didn't do that much damage, but that's okay. What is he, summoning more guys? Alright, that's fine. We can deal with that.
Let's get it done.
Alright, Kasuga.
Wasting my time.
Critical hit rate, defense, attack. Let's go with Hero's Encouragement here and make sure we get everybody. Okay, yeah, as long as I'm like here, that should get everybody the max attack buff here. Except for, yeah, Kasuga needs one more hit. All right, for you, now that we have this big old attack thing, what can we do to get rid of most of these ad guys? He's weak to this, that'll hit the others. Okay, let's do this. Essence of Rose Typhoon.
See you in your dreams.
Now this is magic, so he doesn't get the benefit of the attack buff, but that's okay. Oh.
Not bad.
Oh, I got some charm people too. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Do it. Well, he only took a little bitty hit there. But that's okay. Does he go in the water or does he land on deck? He lands on the deck. Lucky for him. It's not going to end that way, my friend.
Your next stop, the jump bucket.
All right, those two are charmed, so we can just go ahead and... I think we grapple him here.
No stain, no gain.
Death Wish. What is he, buffing himself? The shark is closing in. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and do something strong on him. Let's do a cutlery crash. Nice. Look at that. All crit and that that amazing attack buff there. Knockout combo into Chitose. Oh, I think we just defeated him. Nice. Okay, well, all that's left then is the trash mobs.
Let's go, let's go.
Decent fight. All right. Chitose looks amazing in that outfit. Yeah, I agree. She looks really cool.
I think we were too much for. Who knew I had it in me? Nice.
Show's over, pal. Now what? Gonna beg Bryce for forgiveness?
No, you're gonna feed him to a shark, Kasuga. Learn your lesson, bro.
You say his name. That man has no forgiveness in him. Not for me, or for you.
I get that Polycana's big in Hawaii and everything. Still, though, you talk about him like he really is some kind of prophet.
And you haven't got a clue. To you, Bryce must seem like some kind of small-time con man, leeching off true believers.
Yeah, but sometimes
That sounds about right.
some people just need killing.
Polycana has more power than you could ever imagine. The Sage, he's more monster than he is a man.
What?
You'll see for yourself before it's all over. Like they say, believe, and you shall be saved. Too late for me. I've let him down too often.
Oh, he's gonna do it himself? Oh, he's running away. I was sure he was going to get eaten by a shark.
I hear the slopes of Switzerland are beautiful this time of the year.
What a jerk. Throws his own people to the sharks.
Quiet. Keep watching. Sharks have a peculiar way of looking at the world, you know. Most just hunt by scent. But if they happen to catch something casting a bright light at sea...
It's a big shark.
all that flashy jewelry of his sure did shine real pretty at night. He goddamn draped himself with dinner bells. There. The man who would be king ends his sorry life as shark shit.
People come swarming to paradise trying to suck it dry. But no matter how tough they are, there's still nothing to an island's natural guardians. How's that for a moral?
Well now, those natural guardians gave you a pass this time. Maybe they appreciate the help.
So, you gonna hang on to that picture of his?
Yeah, not for long. Let the dead rest in peace. You piss stain.
Got what he deserved. I'll say that much. Fare thee well, Dwight. Or, well, there's no fare thee well. Goodbye forever, I guess?
We actually made it. This is Japanese soil, right?
Yep. Official air base of the Japan Coast Guard.
We're really home.
Ah. So this is Japan. It's pretty dreary, to be honest.
Are you serious? Past the airport, at least.
It's very curious. Yamai procuring this route so conveniently.
You got a point.
Hey.
Huh? Wait a second.
Date-san.
Hi there, Adachi-san. And you, Ichiban Kasuga. Been a while. I see. This must be Lani.
Date-san?
Mako-chan! The hell are you?
Mako-chan? That's right, Adachi used to be a cop.
Hey, Yamai.
Let's get this over with, Inspector.
Yutaka Yamai, I presume. Good to put a face to the name. I'm with Division 1, Makoto Date.
Yeah, that's me. So you're Date-san, huh?
Mm-hmm. Couldn't believe my ears when I got your call. Yutaka Yamai, you confessed to the murder of Shuji Tabata?
Yep. I'm the one who offed Tabata.
What is this?
Wait, whoa. Can we slow down? Somebody want to explain what's happening?
This isn't exactly information for the public. I suppose you all hardly qualify as that. Yamai was once Tojo clan, serving in the Tabata family. We're aware of that?
Yeah. He killed his patriarch and fled the country, right?
You already know that much. This'll be quick. Following that, Yamai spent nearly the next 3 decades overseas, until just recently calling to give himself up after all this time. In fact, he asked for me by name.
You what?
Always heard you were a decent enough guy for a detective.
Spare me, would you? Murder or not, 30 years is an eternity. File was collecting dust. When the call first came in, I almost brushed it off as a prank and hung up. Then, he started describing details on this case most cops aren't even old enough to remember. So I knew. It really must be Yamai after all this time. He gave us one condition for surrender. That the police assist in discreetly bringing a small party into the country alongside him.
I was wondering how he got the Japanese Coast Guard to help.
There's a long-standing extradition treaty with us. Bringing in Yamai through the proper channels would be simple. Of course, when I told him we refused his condition, he insisted it was non-negotiable. At that point, I considered forgetting the call entirely. But maybe I'm a fool for a last chance on a cold case. I have an acquaintance of the Coast Guard I was able to work something out with. Haven't had to bow my head so much in a long time.
Seriously? You really turned yourself in on a murder charge to get us all into Japan safely?
Tomizawa-kun, don't give me them fucking eyes. I'm just an old criminal, tired of hiding.
Yeah, maybe so, but still. I just can't believe that...
Imagine my surprise when he told me who the party was. Well, that pretty much covers it. Yamai, I'm placing you under arrest. Come along.
Detective, all these years and you never learned to trust killers?
Huh?
Oh! Yamai! Sir, are you okay?
Get after Yamai, damn it!
Whoa, hold on!
Tomi?
I can get him to come back. Just give me a little time, please.
Excuse me?
I know he's a fugitive, but believe me, that man does not run away from responsibility. I should know better than anyone, being his goddamn errand boy. There has to be something going on.
Stop it! Yamai can deal with this himself. We're so close to getting home.
Indeed. Our priority here is Akane-san and Lani's protection, not his.
Date-san, let us get him back.
Of course, Kasuga chimes in.
This way. I'm not going to leave him on his own.
Ichiban!
Chiton, Jungi, you're right. But after this, if we don't calm the situation down ourselves, they'll start a brand new manhunt. I owe Yamai too much for that. I'm sorry, but I can't abandon him.
It's a weird twist.
Ichiban.
Screw this, move aside!
Wait.
Date-san?
Kiryu filled me in on all the details. This girl, Lani, he's been risking his life to bring her to safety. Is Yamai really more important to you than coming through for him?
They're both important. You can't make me choose just one. I don't need reminding. He entrusted me with Akane-san and Lani, no one else. We'll split into two groups. Let me handle Yamai.
If he isn't brought back soon, my superiors may consider you his accomplices. Understand?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Uh-huh.
Those eyes, they're the kind that look for trouble, just the same as his. Adachi-san, I barely know Kasuga, and the other one even less. You're the person I'm betting on. Am I making a mistake here?
Nope. Mako-chan, one thing I can guarantee you, they're a good bet.
Dachi-san.
You've always been too trusting.
You're one to talk.
Hey, Kasuga.
Sir!
Yamai could have run off to a lot of places, but I'd checked with Yui Tabata myself.
That name? Yamai was in love with her, right?
That's right. If Yamai regrets anything he had to leave behind, I imagine that it's her.
Thank you so much!
You! Is there a toilet around here? Stomach's been acting up all morning.
The toilet, sir?
Ugh, I'm bubbling like a cauldron down there. This'll take an hour or two, I'll bet.
But, wait, Date-san!
Mako-chan just gave us a 2-hour time limit. We better move fast.
Dachi-san. Thank you for having our back.
I gotta come through sometimes too, you know. Jungi, can Akane-san and Lani stay with you?
May I expect your swift return?
But where are we gonna look?
If Yamai's after Yui Tabata, then he's headed to Kamurocho as the crow flies. Whatever's left of the Tabata family will be hanging around there.
Got it! Let's hurry!
Okay. Jungi left the party. No big loss there. Hopefully this doesn't bite us in the ass. I would like to not have to chase after Lani for a 4th time. Kamurocho. Now this takes me back. You're telling me. No time to reminisce though. We've got to find Yamai.
Yo!
So, he's looking for somebody named Yui Tabata? If we can find out where she is, we'll know where she's headed.
Okay.
Yep. Must be some folk in town who remember the Tabata family. Just have to get them to talk. Where would people like that even be?
Adachi-san.
Don't suppose you know where the Tabata family's office was, Adachi-san?
Yeah.
I got a mind like a steel trap for this stuff. Comro Building number 3, Pink Street. At least, that's where it was 30 years ago. If that's all we've got, so be it. Pink Street. Okay. Interesting. Back in Japan with this party. Take a quick taxi over there. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, he needed a reason to take a break for a couple hours. It's not a lot of time, but... Okay, so we reach Pink Street. Now we need to look for somebody to interview? Whoa, that woman was a ghost! Comro number 3. This is it, all right. Tabata family's been gone a long time. Doubt there's much left of their office inside.
Yo!
What about other tenants? Or neighbors? Might be some old-timers like Adachi who still remember them. If we're lucky. Excuse me. I couldn't help but overhear you all a moment ago. How convenient. Keep moving, Gramps. We're busy. Sorry, it's just been a long time since anyone's mentioned the Tabata family around here.
Pardonnez-moi?
Wait, do you know them? Did she just say pardonnez-moi? Why is she speaking French? Is that a deliberate choice by the writers, or is that like a game translation resource bug? That's weird. No, I've seen them like pop in and pop out before, but that one was like, that one was noticeably like center frame almost. You know them, the Tabata family? Oh, they went under decades past, but yes, I worked in this area when they controlled it. Huh, that didn't take long. No kidding. So, are the 4 of you looking for them? Not them exactly. Their matriarch, so to speak. Yui Tabata. Do you know her? Matriarch Tabata. Goodness, that's another name I haven't heard in ages. Awesome. Well, come on, give us the info. She was practically a local celebrity. Story goes, some young gun actually killed the patriarch to win her love. What a poor young idiot he must have been. No one could have caged that canary. That's what led to the family's collapse, in fact. It's too bad. They were so good for business back in the day.
Sup?
So, where's Matriarch Tabata now? Oh, I'd have no way of knowing that. Last I heard, the boy who shot her husband fled overseas, and that was all. Although, I do sometimes see a former Tabata member around. You could ask him. A Tabata man? Where is he? My best guess is that pachinko parlor on Nakabichi Street. I hear he lives for that stuff. What's he look like? He's likely past his 60s by now, but still trots around at that old gangster top. Even has some dim-wit lackeys. Not hard to miss. I guess that'll have to do. We better find this guy before Yamai's trail gets colder. Let's mosey.
Okay.
Alright, thanks for the help, friend. One thing.
Hey.
I wouldn't hold on to old stories like that for so long. Time has a way of wearing down the truth in them. What a weird fellow. Who is that? I feel like that was too strange. I feel like that NPC has to be like a cameo from some famous older Japanese dude, or maybe like one of the developers or someone in the Sega hierarchy. Is that like the Sega president or something? I don't know. It's that one feels like it was meant to be. I was meant to recognize someone or something. All right, let's haul ass See if we can find this old guy and his lackeys or whatever. I bet that character model is somebody. I just don't know who. Either that or like a character from a previous game? I don't know. This is the pachinko parlor he meant? Parlor Lucky. Another bullshit slump. 60s, gangster top, dimwit flunkies. I think we might have bingo. Looks like it to me.
Sup?
Hey, excuse me. You have a second? Huh? By any chance, were you ever with the Tabata family? An old man on Pink Street said, Old man? I know who you mean. So, what's it to you? It's a long story, but right now it's pretty important we find Yui Tabata-san, your old matriarch. The matriarch? What the hell's this about?
Sorry.
I'm sorry, but there really is no time to explain. If you've got any idea where she is, could you tell us? Don't treat me like some bum. You want information but can't say why? Kasuga, I get the feeling this guy's brick-walling us. Shit. It's Yutaka Yamai. He's back in Japan. What? Yamai? And we think he has unfinished business with her. We're trying to find him, and the best way to do that is to reach Yui-san. What are you all? Yamai's new crew? In so many words. And he's really back in town, huh? Yeah. Never thought I'd ever have to think about that piece of shit again. Ooh. Hey, bring the car around. We gotta get to Masada Hospital. Yamai's a fucking dead man. What? No, wait. Oh, I've been waiting a long time. Trust me.
Sup?
Leave Yamai to us. We're trying to get him to turn himself in. I'm sorry, but we owe him that. Yeah, I mean, shit, what am I doing? Why do I keep sticking up for Yamai? Because he's the only reason we got Akane-san and Lani back to Japan safely. Come on. I got no idea who these people are, but not only did Yamai kill my boss, he sent our whole family under. Look at me. My life went straight into the gutter because of that prick. He doesn't deserve a goddamn scrap of mercy. Huh? Oh, please, it's been 30 years. If you seriously blame Yamai for all your failures since then, that's pathetic. Even without a family, you can still make a life for yourself. What? Hey, believe me, she knows what she's talking about. Ooh. That's it. Been too long since I beat down some smart-mouth punks. Let's get him. Well, this was a terrible idea, as you're about to learn.
On me! Feel the pain!
Take your best shot.
Well, let's just do a back attack to break his guard and straight up murder him.
Feeling good.
At least this is fast. I mean, they're kind of in a rush, right?
You're in it now.
I can do this!
Cool.
All right. Damn it. If I were 30 years younger.
Yo.
We're both wasting each other's time, so I'll only ask once. Yui Tabata-san's at Masada Hospital? Is that what I heard you say? Yeah. Appreciate it. Now be smart and don't turn this into another grudge you keep for a lifetime. Stick to pachinko. I hear ya. Masada Hospital then?
Yeah.
Best way there is to flag a cab. All right. Can I just do that from my phone? Yeah, nice. I can't read kanji very well, but I bet that says Yui Masada or Masada Yui or something.
Who's there?
Yamai.
Yo. Took you a while.
Yui Tabata. That's her?
Yamai, what did you come here for?
If you knew I'd be here, you obviously did your research, no?
Revenge? On an old lady in the hospital? Even for you, that's some selfish shit. You fell in love with her and killed her husband over it. I'd say you got your revenge a long time ago.
You're right. I've got no excuses.
Aw, come on. Look me in my face. You gonna let me get away with that?
You know something? You're a hard man to please, Tomizawa-kun. Alzheimer's disease. Woman's only 57. That's too old to be called early onset, but still too young. She doesn't even know who I am. 30 years ago, she had everything a woman could want. She'd go on million-yen shopping sprees, order champagne towers every night. We would bleed and kill to make that money, and she tossed it away like paper. And I loved her for it. I shouldn't have, but I just fell further and further.
Seems uncharacteristic for you, tolerating all that.
Maybe it's the uncharacteristic things about us that make us human. Boss was willing to look past all her faults. Except having another man in the picture. And of all the men she could have, she chose his captain. The boss was always gonna find out. That's when she finally noticed this big dumb lummox. She could tell at a glance I was crazy about her. She got me alone. She whispered to me, if the boss ever finds out about me and him, I'm dead. You have to kill him for me. Kids are stupid. Growing up is learning that jobs like that have no happy endings.
But you did it anyway.
I thought it was my only chance. I remember saying, anything for you. Who was that 20-year-old boy who used to think like that? The matriarch had a plan for it all. That night, I'd accompany her to the boss's office so she could talk to him. She would tell him about the captain. He would hit her, and I would kill him to save her from his rage. And she'd protect me from the police and the family. A good deal. So we went through with it. The moment she saw he was done breathing, she ripped her clothes and ran. Yamai killed the boss and came after me, she said.
What the hell? She set you up?
Picture-perfect frame job. Huh. Have to hand it to her. The best Yakuza couldn't have done it better. Had to go on the run after that. I only got to see her one more time. The dirt had just settled on the boss's tomb, but she and that captain were living happy and openly.
Huh?
You know, I think that was the moment I started getting shivers. My blood's run cold ever since. Made up my mind to flee the country then. I wanted to forget it all.
That's really how it happened.
Your call whether or not you believe me.
If it all went down like you said, why were you just staring at her when we came? If you wanted revenge, we'd have been too late to stop you.
I thought that's what I was coming here for. And then I saw her.
Is it already time for breakfast?
Now, there's nothing romantic left to this. My whole life, she was always far beyond my reach.
Hmm?
Okay. Story time's over. I can imagine we've got somewhere to be.
Afraid that's true. We've been here too long, listening to all this. Turns out I was right about you.
Huh?
Like it or not, you are the type to carry the load for someone.
Oh, do you ever shut up?
I can't get over this. Never thought I'd hear you say so much about yourself.
Me neither. Maybe after all this time, I had to let it out. Just to you guys. Wow.
Solid writing. Really good.
Right. Let's not keep the detective waiting. I'm heading back.
Pardon? Could you turn the heat up in here? I'm very cold.
Off comes the jacket, right? Yeah. Interesting character, Yamai.
That feels good. Thank you so much.
Anything for you.
Yeah, really well written character, a lot of depth there. Interesting arc over the course of the game. Really cool character. I like him a lot.
Yeah. I was too warm anyway.
Yeah, you must think he's so slick.
Oh my god, Eric, get over yourself.
I think he's slick.
Yeah.
All right, that's the end of chapter 13. Let's get into the... I'm pretty sure 14 is the final chapter of the game here. So, if I can dream, the finale. Yeah, all right. Kiryu's final farewell, right?
Bleach Japan. Can't say I'm used to that yet.
Same for me. Still, to see the Seiryu clan so openly transition to a non-profit and even be welcomed by the public? Well, I've never seen a chairman do that before.
Please, I'm just thinking of the future.
Nonsense. This was by no means an easy feat, you know.
Hear, hear. For years, anti-gang laws had given us a choice of two options. Stay small or go underground. And now we're basically endorsed by the country. Finally, there's another way out.
The Yakuza have been aiding this country for decades. Ever since all that chaos snaked its way in after the war. This is the evolution of that. Better yet, I'd say it's exactly how things should be.
Absolutely. It might even help the world to see the truth, that the Yakuza are still needed. A necessary evil, if you will.
Yeah. We'll take our rightful place at the heart of it all. Secure our legacy for years to come. The future of the Yakuza's looking real bright. Hell, it's brighter than ever before.
Yes, and for that, I'll need you all to be at your absolute best. I'm counting on you. Now then, let's call it a day. Thank you, everyone. I thought I told you to cut that out.
Oh, sorry about that. Anyway, thanks again.
Narasaki, a moment, if you would.
Sir?
I wanted to discuss some personnel changes.
You're fired, because you're an idiot. Oh, wow, yep.
Honestly, I'm ashamed. Only Yakuza filth would resort to a cheap tactic like this. Still, you want to let your hate run wild, well, a knife in the back's just the thing. Minimal effort, maximum suffering. The future of the Yakuza? It was a pipe dream from the start. When the trash is full, the only thing left to do is take it out. All this time they've put their trust in me. And they've had no clue. It's almost tragic. Isn't it, Sawashiro-san? I was hoping you'd live long enough to see it. The only future your kind have waiting.
Okay, pretty dark.
The absolute madman!
Now then, it's been about a week since the incident. Could you tell us more about the people who attacked the Seiryu clan offices?
Well, firstly, it should be said that this marks a historic shift for the Yakuza world. A few years ago, the Tojo clan and the Omi Alliance, for decades the Yakuza's two biggest players, mutually disbanded. Among those in the trade, this event was labeled the Great Dissolution. The largest remaining Yakuza group thereafter was the Seiryu clan, who, of course, was the target of last week's attack.
Right, and?
And now, the same Seiryu clan, the current frontrunner, has taken up the torch to disband every other group still in Japan.
Yes, I see. That certainly does sound historic. But the real question is it possible?
You'd be fair to ask. At the very least, it does seem unrealistic. However, as a first step to seeing it through, the clan officially confirmed its disbandment to the police just the other day.
So the torchbearers took initiative, set an example to the group still active.
Correct. Additionally, the Seiryu clan also aims to reintegrate former members back into society. They mean to implement an occupation support program in partnership with a Hawaiian volunteer group, it seems. And in order to officiate things with the government, they've since reformed into a non-profit. Naturally, as the country can't just openly cooperate with organized crime. Of course, while it may be a means to an end, it does show how serious the Seiryu clan's taking things.
Let's not forget, they did disband.
It's also expected that the other Yakuza groups across the country will follow suit, leading this movement to now be called the Second Great Dissolution. Now, some out there won't take too kindly to this, as you might have guessed. And there's a spark. The connection to the incident at the Seiryu headquarters.
Ah, so those were the dissenters? They were responsible for the attack?
Looking at those involved, yes, it seems highly likely. Speaking of, actually, the man pictured here is the one they call Kiryu. It's suspected he's the central figure of those opposing the Yakuza's disbandment.
Really? And just who are we dealing with here?
You'll recall I mentioned the Tojo clan earlier. Previously one of the largest Yakuza groups in Japan. He's one of its former chairmen. In short, a true blue Yakuza big shot. Rumor is, Kiryu wants anything but disbandment, which can only mean he wants the Yakuza back on top.
I see. Well, regarding Kiryu, it's also said he has ties with the so-called Hero of Yokohama, that being one Ichiban Kasuga. He too has been in the news of late, after forcing former Yakuza to commit theft under the guise of reacclimating to society.
And Kasuga's also a former Tojo clan member on top of that. As it stands, there's a good chance he's acting under Kiryu's command, a cog in his machine. Therefore, we're looking at a unique conflict. In one corner, the Siryu clan, who seek to tear down tradition and forge a new path. And in the other, Kazuma Kiryu, who
It's kind of amazing how the public perception is completely the inverse of reality. And you gotta give Ebina credit. He's done a good job of manipulating public sentiment.
Following the attack, the culprits promptly went into hiding. As citizens remain frightened, it is imperative that these assailants be found as soon as possible.
Why is the final chapter the most interesting? Because that's how JRPGs are always structured. 100 hours of nonsense that doesn't make any sense, followed by a grand, like, Poirot moment where everything is revealed and explained in the final like, hour of the game. I think it's a shitty design flaw that they are, like, obsessed with and that they need to get rid of. But it's like a tradition. It's like they can't not do it that way.
This was the best place I could think of.
Hey, I'm not one to turn away women and children. That being said, I never thought I'd see you back here again. You even brought friends this time.
Our apologies, Chief. We really appreciate it.
The world outside says you're a criminal. You've certainly got the face for it.
What is that supposed to mean?
I only ever trust.
He's
what I see
ruggedly
for
handsome.
myself. I've seen a lot. You're not the kind of man to shake things up. Still, that mug's terrifying.
He heard you the first time. Thank you, sir. When the time comes, I'll be sure to repay you.
Well, y'all just kick back for now. Check in again soon.
The Chief really helped us out. Thanks for doing all this, Kasuga.
Nah, I can't exactly say we're in the clear. But we're lucky to have a safe zone, especially with the world watching.
Yeah. And plus, we can't stay hidden forever. Ebina's moving quick. Once the waste disposal project on LA Island's in motion, countless Seiryū clan members will be exploited. We need to act before Ebina gets the chance.
Right. Ebina!
It's been some time, Kasuga-san. Missed Japan, did we?
Japan? Wait, how'd you know I was here?
And I thought you wouldn't be surprised. But no matter. I got reports from Dwight's men just as you were off and on your way. Bryce and I are still business partners, you know. Anyhow, Kiryu-san's there with you too, yes?
Kiryu-san? And what if he was?
What do you want, Ebina?
Kiryu-san.
It's fine, Kasuga. With all his resources, Ebina probably knew we'd meet up.
Glad you see how it works. And with that, I've got some great news for you. Our Yakuza rehabilitation program was approved. Just yesterday, the government gave us free rein to see it through.
Well, isn't that nice? So what? You call us just to get your kicks or something?
Of course. The least I can do is share the joy with others.
Goody.
He really just called to taunt them? No, okay.
Thought perhaps you'd want to know.
A weird place to fade to black and then immediately come back.
And I must say, it's a big one. Kasuga-san should appreciate this.
Captain.
Did you really think I wouldn't notice his betrayal? Of all people? Knowing his intentions, I let him roam free until the proverbial ball started rolling.
In fact, Sawashiro-san was quite instrumental in gathering our colleagues. They poured in left and right.
What do you plan to do with him? Are you still set on taking revenge against the Yakuza? I doubt you'd make this kind of display otherwise. Who would?
Revenge?
Who's to say? My reason for this is simple. I could think of no better bait to reel you in.
You wouldn't leave him to die, would you? It's not in your character.
Don't worry about me.
Apologies. Now, If you all would please come to the top floor of the Millennium Tower by 10 p.m. tomorrow. Miss our little appointment, and I dispose of the rat, plain and simple. Till then.
Well, that's a good motivator.
Baiting us with a hostage. Guess he wants us out in the open.
Yeah, we know the truth about his plans. That's the last thing he wants.
This guy must be special. What with Ebina holding him like that, right? Sawashiro, I mean. No way you could just ignore that. I mean, we got the talent, don't we? So, let's go save him.
No. Ebina's not the only issue here. Not with what's happening overseas.
As just announced, the Seiryu clan, now known as non-profit Bleach Japan, rehabilitation program and all, has been officially approved by the Japanese government. It is believed the government and Bleach Japan had been coordinating their plans behind closed doors for some time. A week prior to the announcement, a cruise ship carrying former Seiryu clan members left Japan for Honolulu. The ship arrived in the city just earlier today. On location, Hawaii's governor and Bryce Fairchild of partner organization Kata welcomes the vice representative of Bleach Japan, Eiji Mitamura, as he stepped ashore.
Eiji.
Oh, sneaky bastard.
The first wave's already there.
The ship is scheduled to depart for Nele Island tomorrow, where the program will officially get underway.
They're bringing the Yakuza to the island tomorrow. Once they touch down, neither the state of Hawaii nor the Japanese government will care what happens next. They'll have wiped their hands clean, and that'll be that.
And from there, they'll work as Bryce's slaves, dumping nuclear waste till the day they die. What a joke.
We don't have a lot of time, not for Japan or Hawaii. What's the call?
We split up. Might be dangerous, but we can't let either one go.
Kasuga, about Ebina. Mind if I handle things out here? You go and stop Bryce in Hawaii.
Huh? Any reason?
Actually, I'd like a word with him. There's some speculation, of course, but it's about Ebina's origins.
His what?
We can talk outside. I'll be waiting.
So I guess you go the whole game. You never really get to fight with them together. Did we have? No, there was a period when Kasuga and was there a time when Kasuga and Kiryu fought together in this game? I can't remember. I don't think so. But it sounds like Kiryu has some speculation. Maybe he thinks he caused Ebina. Like I know Ebina wants revenge. I think Ebina used to be a police officer and then joined the Yakuza in order to rise through the ranks and enact his plan of grand revenge or whatever, but maybe Kiryu has some memory or some idea that he somehow caused or created Ebina? Did they fight together? I don't really remember that. But okay. Seems like you'd want to have a couple fights with them when they're at their strongest near the end of the game, but it seems like we're about to split up, so I don't know. Maybe we'll see what happens. Kane and Lani, how are you doing?
Excuse me.
Aren't you too cold? Oh, I'm fine, thank you. What about you, Lani? I'm okay. Gotcha. Well, sure we can at least get you some hot water. Letting us stay here's plenty. We've made things difficult enough. No trouble. And even if it was, no worries. It's okay to trouble people now and then. You two have done all you can up to this point. Nobody'd blame you for anything. Not even Madame Nele, I'll bet. Maybe. Guess we could ask for a bit of grace. Definitely. And that reminds me, Lani, we're in the home stretch now. Once things settle down, we're hitting the town. I'm going to show you what this country's all about. Okay. Thanks, Ichiban. All right. We'll talk to Sunhee.
What's up?
Kiryu-san asked you to talk, didn't he? Better not keep him waiting. No, I won't. It's just I wanted to thank you first. Really appreciate you guys taking care of him all this time. Just doing my job. As head of the underworld, I'd be remiss not to. Plus, knowing I could help him, even a little, it's quite the honor. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Anyway, think nothing of it. Go on and see Kiryu-san. All right. Chitose?
Ichiban.
Hmm? You mentioned there was already someone special in your life, right? Huh? Oh, yeah. You mean what I said back at Akane-san's? It's Saiko-san, isn't it?
Huh?
What? How'd you know? I mean, you keep looking over at her. It's pretty obvious. Seriously? Man, I'm such a creep.
What's up?
Come on, you're really not going to talk to her? Well, you only get one life, far as I know. Be ashamed to waste it. You know, I think Adachi-san told me the same thing. Thanks, Chi-chan. I think I'll give it another shot. Yeah? Well, there you go. Where is she, by the way? Oh, right over here? Alright, let's talk to Saiko-san.
Sachan.
Hey, Sachan. Yeah?
Thanks.
Oh, I, just wanted to say thanks for sticking by Kiryu-san. And stuff.
Nope.
Nah, it was nothing. I wanted to anyhow. Oh, right. Still, thank you. Boy, that was awkward. Alright, these two are just gonna say the same stuff. Go talk to Kiryu-san. So, let's go talk to Kiryu-san, shall we? Jungi? No, I don't. What are you doing here? There's Zhao. Okay, we're climbing this tower for some bizarre reason. Nanba. Alright, up at the top, like the two most important characters. Let's look out over the city for a moment. And then let's talk to Kiryu-san. Alright, here we go.
Kiryu-san.
Alright. It'll probably take a while to explain. You good on time? Alright, another 20-minute cutscene. Here we go.
Yes. So, Ebina and I are brothers?
Oh, that's what he wanted to tell him.
What Daigo said is true, then yeah, you'd be half-brothers. Assuming you're Arakawa's son, which, of course, still isn't clear. There's no black or white for a Yakuza. Only the boss makes that call. And you're sworn to go along with it. Ebina probably didn't care much for that line of thinking. That's my guess, at least. The Hikawa family patriarch, that being Ebina's grandfather, forced the marriage between his daughter and Arakawa. He never once considered their feelings. And when Arakawa asserted his love for Akane-san, that same man tried to have them killed. Why was Hikawa angry? Because his daughter was shamed? Not even close. It's because he made the call, yet Arakawa made his own. For all the man had, Hikawa just couldn't let that go. And the result? Ebina lost a father, while his mother could only go so far. He was born of the Yakuza, and that would follow him the rest of his life. This isn't anything special either. I've seen similar tragedies happen countless times. I even had the chance to change those old ways once or twice. I was the fourth head of the Tojo clan, but even then, I chose a different path.
So that's it. You feel like you gotta step up and take responsibility.
Ebina's made his choice, and I can't change it for him. Taking responsibility is already well out of the question. I know that. Regardless, I don't want him to stray past the point of no return. If he goes any further with this, that'll be it. So I'll give all I have to stop him. I have to. It's the only way I could ever make amends. I've been part of this since the beginning, after all. And with that, Kasuga, I'm leaving everything else to you. No matter what era you're in, there's always someone who breaks the rules and strays from the rest of the pack. People just like us, for what it's worth. Those people deserve a place to call home, a chance to keep going. Can I ask you to give that to them? Me? I'll take on the Yakuza's past. But you... I want you to handle their future.
Tall order. And just like that, you realize what you're asking me to do here, right? Anyhow, you can count on me, Kiryu-san. You know, I joined Hello Work for all kinds of reasons. But now I see it's really just because I wanted the same future you do.
Thank you, Kasuga.
That said, I do have one thing I gotta ask of you.
Can you give me advice on how to get Sachan to like me?
Go throwing your life away. Ebbing has gotta be stopped, and you may be short on time. But don't treat this like it's the end. Kiryu-san, you gotta live. You live every last second you can. When you go out strong. I won't let you otherwise. Once this is over, I'll need help cleaning up all this dissolution business. I mean, come on. You were a part of it too, right?
All right. It's a deal. Just funny, you lecturing me.
Well, you live this long, you're bound to hit a surprise or two. And hey, I'll bet there's more to come, right?
Right. I'm sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. Now, I've got a lecture for you.
Yo!
Back then, just what did you tell Saigo? It must have really been something to set her off like that.
So, she's still pissed at me, huh?
You proposed to her, didn't you?
I did. And she turned me down hard. I even talked it out with Namba and Adachi-san and apologized to her a ton. Oh, she was being all short about it.
Hey, come on. Don't be so pathetic.
Oh, sure. Well, I'd love some advice. Actually, never mind. You don't seem like a ladies' man.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Oh, no. I meant, you're a good dude.
Well, give me some credit. I've been around a few times.
Wait, have you really? Sheesh, I'm sorry. I just didn't expect that. So what, you've actually proposed and stuff?
Of course.
For real? What all you say? You know, for reference and stuff.
When I proposed. Actually, I said I love you. And that was about it.
I love you. No!
What?
Idiot! Why do I gotta be such a dumbass?
Hey, what's gotten into you?
Hey, sorry, guys. We got an emergency.
What now? Who's this?
The heck are you?
You're from the Daidoji.
You've really made a mess of it now, Kazuma Kiryu. Not only did you ignore Hanawa's standby orders, you went and made yourself famous. Last I checked, you're supposed to be dead. This is a serious breach of agreement. But I don't really need to tell you that, do I? That all said, the truth of the matter is, you've done some great work. In addition to securing your target, Akane, you also protected the key figure in the case, this Lani girl. You even brought them safely to Japan. You've got an iron will, and you're a superb fighter. Furthermore, Ichiban Kasuga calls you a friend. No one else would have what it takes to pull this off.
You make it sound so official, like all that was according to plan.
No, far from it. But after everything, you've certainly made things convenient for us. Right now, it's not hard to imagine what you're all thinking. Stop the Seiryu from getting shipped off to Nele Island. That right? It's the same on our end.
But didn't the Japanese government officiate that? Aren't you with them?
You seem to misunderstand. Far as government goes, our allegiance lies with the Citizens Liberal Party. However, 4 years ago, with Ryo Aoki's failures, the CLP quickly lost trust and therefore the race. Which means the current government is our political enemy.
Sounds like you just want to drag them down. With them out, you guys might just find your way back in. Is that it?
Why are you antagonizing him, Kasuga?
Now, you'll have to travel in secret, so we've got a private jet waiting. Just give us the word, and we'll get you there in no time flat.
You're pretty cooperative, provided our interests align.
Call it a politically informed decision. However, that's not the only reason we're helping you out. There's another. Hanawa, you see, was tasked with submitting a daily report. These would usually include a brief summary, but on one rare occasion, he added his own impressions. They were about all of you. These people are not motivated by any self-interest. They'll risk their very lives, whatever the mission. They are to be treated with respect as equals. Do so, and we'll surely achieve our goals. His words. As it turned out, that would be his final report. You know, he rarely ever praised people. You should be thankful. The private jet leaves tomorrow morning. Those headed to Hawaii, be ready to go first thing.
So Japan's future's on us. Didn't expect that, but hey, what's one more thing at this point?
You scared yet?
Not a chance. Tomi, Adachi-san, Jungi, Chi-chan. Will you guys go back to Hawaii with me?
Of course. Think that's pretty much a given.
Nanba, Sunhee, Saiko, Zhao. It's all come to this. Will you join me at Millennium Tower to see it through?
We're with you all the way, Kiryu-san.
Right. We settle things tomorrow, then. Make sure you get some rest.
I like your spirit, pal. And speaking of spirits, what say we enjoy a few, huh?
Hey, wow. You sure about this, Chief?
Well, it ain't free. So come home safe, all right? You can pay me back then.
This guy's listening into this conversation between these guys and the
Definitely take you up on that.
and the guy about like the future of Japan and national governments and like, you know,
I got
it's like, wow, these guys are involved in some serious stuff. Also, give Lani a beer. What's just one beer wouldn't hurt. Well, she probably wouldn't like it. She's been running for her life, like, on the cusp of death. I don't think, you know, liquor laws are all that important. See, Nanba had the same idea. That's hilarious. Yeah, you don't get them drunk, but you give them like a little taste. That's funny. This is a really cool. This is a pretty good cut piece here. I like this cutscene. Like they give you kind of like the sum up of the story and the plans for the finale. Everybody gets a second to breathe and just enjoy each other's company, even if it is in like a dirty, you know, shelter in a weird park somewhere. And the stakes are set, the stage is set, the baton has been passed. The developers have done a really good job with so many parts of this game. There are other parts that really bother me, but there are parts of it that are just really, really good. And this is one of them, I think.
Sajana.
Guess I'm Hawaii bound tomorrow. Still, before that, there's someone I gotta talk to. Yeah, I think the reason he smacked his head and called himself an idiot is he realized when he proposed, he never once said, "I love you." Okay, so we're sort of prepped for what comes tomorrow, which is when I guess we're gonna get the ability to hop back and forth between Japan and Hawaii. Maybe, maybe not. We've got to have the Hawaii group go to Nele Island and fight Bryce. We got to have the Japan group head up to Millennium Tower and fight Ebina. That should be the end of the game, I think. So we'll call it here for today. We'll start off tomorrow with this conversation with Saiko, where hopefully Ichiban actually says his feelings out loud to her, which I think is what she was pissed about. And then after that, I think we would probably... It'd probably open up and be like, you have one chance to do stuff, and then as soon as you go to sleep, we're back on the story. I think we'll just skip the stuff and go straight to the story. But that is going to be it for today, so as always, Pila, thank you so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed. I'm liking, like, this was a pretty good stream. I liked the story content here. I liked Yamai's story. I like this moment here with the reunion. It was pretty solid, and it looks like we're heading towards the end of the game, so I'm excited about that. Yeah, have a great Friday. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, take care. Bye.